कॉलेज शिकल्यानंतर आता मी कॉलेज हे तुमचा नंबर आहे का? हे तुमचा नंबर आहे का? मी सेव केला नसेल मी आता करतो. बरं असू दे. कॉलेज शिकल्यानंतर
Okay, good morning. Just check whether my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. So last time we have seen one example. I have given one example for homework. Just one example. Have you solved? So that we will go for next title. So one example I have given to find R. So actually R is given and we are supposed to find value of P. Have you solved this example? So what we were doing in this our subject, value of R is given, force system is given, and we are supposed to find unknown force P and angle made with that force. Like this example I have given. What was the, so here we have seen Rx is equal to summation of Fx. This is one formula, and what was another? Ry is equal to summation Fy. Like these two formulas we should apply to solve this, in which what does it mean by Rx? What we have seen? Rx means what? Here
X component of resultant R.
very good. X component of resultant R. What is the value of resultant is given in this form? In this
500 Newton.
500 Newton. And how many forces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 forces are there. Out of that, 3 forces are given and 1 force is unknown. So this example we have seen last time. So have you solved? 70 roll number? 70, 63.
No.
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
Is there any problem while solving this?
सर रिझल्टंटचं एकच सॉल्व करून दिले हे पण द्या.
What? Resultant?
त्या टाइप एकच झाले आपले.
काय नव्हते पहिले.
Okay. So we will see this example once again. So what is given in this? So force system is given. In actually this type of problems are, we can say, this type of problems are special case problem, where whatever problems we are going to study, that problems are of finding the resultant and its inclination. So that was the main type of the problem. But in this, whatever problem is given in this, resultant is given. So what the definition of resultant we have seen? Definition of resultant. Resultant is nothing but combination of all the forces, we can say, which will have same effect as that of number of forces. Likewise, okay. So before that, one notice is there. So today, basic civil engineering, your test will be there from 2 to 3. So that thing you should remember again. Lecture is there, BCME 1, I think 2 to 3. from 2 o'clock. Your test will be there. So which formula, coming back to syllabus, which formula we are applying here? So x component of resultant is equal to summation of all x components of remaining forces. So if we will see, if you will apply here, so what will happen? So Rx is equal to summation fx. So what will be the value of Rx? So directly I will write now. So what will be the x component of resultant? So
500.
500. So 500 now. 500 is equal to which force we will take first now?
2000
Okay.
Newton.
2000. So what will be its x component? 2000 into what will be x component? So what is this angle is given? What this angle is
Cos
given?
45.
Cos 45.
45.
So it will be cos 45. Cos 45 plus. It will be plus, and then if you see 500 Newton component. So what will be its x component? 5. So this 20-degree angle. So whether this, how much this angle will be? Generally we should 20 degree. 20 degree. So what will be its x component for
Cos 20.
minus or plus?
Minus.
Minus. What will be its minus 500? Minus 500 cos
20 degree.
cos 20 degree. What about P? What about component P? So if you will assume, so we have to find its inclination also, no? So if let us take this angle as a theta with the x-axis. So what will be its x component of P component, P force?
P sin theta
Minus or plus?
plus minus sir minus P sin theta.
Minus P sin theta. Sorry, minus P cos or sin?
Sin sir.
How come sin? Cos, because angle we have assumed with x-axis, so it will be cos. Okay. Then next, so now you can calculate these values. So 500 is equal to, so 500 is equal to, calculate 2000 into cos 45. How much it is? 2000 into cos 45.
1414.
Huh?
1414.2.
Okay, 1414.21.
0.21.
Next, 500 cos 20. 500 into cos 20.
469.
Very good. 469.84
0.84.
minus P cos theta. So here, next step, you can directly calculate. Is it possible to calculate P cos theta here? So directly that P cos theta will come to LHS. This remaining 500 from this side it will go, it will become negative. So here, is it possible to calculate now?
Yes, sir.
Calculate then P cos theta. Minus 469.84. Now how much it is? My answer is 444.37.
4.36.
3 times 4.
136.
37.
37.
7.
Like this. So here I will say equation 1. So one equation is over now. So if you will go for now applying second equation, Ry is equal to summation
Fy.
Fy. So what is value of Ry?
P
Y component of resultant 500 Newton.
0.
It will be 0. It will be 0. So 0 is equal to, now take first force now. Suppose we will take 200, 2000, not 100, 2000 into, what will be the sine or cos?
Sine.
Sine. 2000
Sine
into
45.
sine 45. This force is over. What about this vertical force 2500?
Negative.
Minus 2500.
Minus 2500.
00.
Why we have taken minus?
Downward direction.
Downward direction. Then 500 Newton force. So what will be its y component? 500 Newton.
Negative
500
into sine 20.
Sine 20
Negative 500
into sine.
into sine 20.
into sine 20. Very good. Which is remain now?
P.
P. So what will be its y component?
P
Plus P sine theta.
P sine theta. So directly we will find equation in P sine theta. So directly now you go for clear calculation. So P sine theta. Calculate this now. So what will become? So P sine theta you have to keep as it is from one side, and remaining terms you shift to another side, and tell me what is the answer. So I will write 500. So do the calculation. 500 into sine 20. So another side, if it will go, it will become positive, then plus 2, and this one will become minus.
Minus 1256.79.
Minus, it is coming
Sir,
minus.
positive. No, sir, it is positive.
It is positive. Tell what is value?
125.
1256.79.
1256.8.
8 or 79?
79.
Is the correct value. So what value I got here? 125.79. So this will be my equation number 2. Now we have equation number 1, we have equation number 2. So what to do now? Is it possible to calculate? What we can calculate from equation 1 and equation 2?
Theta.
Theta. So if I will divide, so shall I write here again?
Sine theta upon P cos theta.
P sine theta divided by
Upon P cos theta.
P cos theta. P cos theta equal to, calculate that value. So 1256.79 divided by 444.37. This is how much it is? Just check.
2.82.
2.82. 2.82. So which will give, what is the value of, so it is value of tan theta, no?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the value of theta? So theta will become tan inverse of
70.47.
2.82.
70.47.
70.42.
20.47.
How much?
47.
70 point. Come back.
70.47.
47, sir.
47.47.
70.47 degree. So this will be the answer for theta. So like this. This value you can put now in any of the equation. So theta either 1 or 2. You can calculate now value of P. So space is not with me. You can now calculate by using either 1 or 2. Calculate and tell what is value of P. Put this value and tell what is value of P.
1330.
So if I will write here 444 for equation 1, if I will use the equation 1 divided by value of cos is how much? Cos 70.47, no? 70.47. How much it is? P is equal to
1329.
1330.44.
30.
29, sir.
1330.
So 1330
330.
actually accurate it is 29.25.
29.25.
0.25 Newton. Accurate answer. So by
Yes,
rounding up, etc., it may come, your answer may come 30, but you just check. So my answer is this 1329.25 Newton. Have you, so actually this type of problems are some miscellaneous problem, we can say special case problem. Actually our intention is to find the resultant, but in this what we have did, resultant is given and we have found out unknown force P like this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
You can note down the answer. This actually this type of problems are special case problem, we can say. So shall we go next?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So what we have to remember in this Rx, these two equations are most important. Whenever resultant is given, this equation Rx is equal to summation fx, Ry is equal to summation fy. By applying this, you can find easily. Okay. Next point now. Laws of forces. So what is this laws of forces? You can just note down in your notebook what are the different laws of forces, or simply it is famously known as methods for finding resultant force. So what the way we were finding earlier by calculating summation fx, summation fy, same methods are there to find laws of force. So mainly, so whatever chart you are observing, mainly there are two methods. One is analytical method and another one is graphical method. So here we are going to see analytical method. So whatever this graphical method is there, one is triangle law and another one is polygon law. So by using your geometry, actually by performing practical in lab, you can, is it possible to find the resultant force also. So that's why it is called as graphical method. Means we have to take scale for suppose 1 centimeter is equal to 5 Newton, etc. Some scale we have to take, we have to plot a graph, and from that we can find resultant. But first method is analytical method. So one method is already we have seen, method of resolution for more than two forces. So method of resolution, whatever we have seen till now examples, it was fall under analytical method, and that to be a method of resolution. Means we were resolving the force into x and y component, and we were finding the its resultant. Another method is there. It is called as parallelogram law of forces that we are going to see. So parallelogram. So what is the property or characteristic of parallelogram? Parallelogram. Can anybody tell one property?
Sides are equal.
Opposite sides are
Equal.
only equal.
Parallel or equal.
Equal or parallel or
Parallel.
equal and parallel, and or. So clear your sentence. Opposite
And.
sides are opposite and no.
Yes.
Very good. That opposite sides are parallel also and equal also. That property we are going to use. Means first, so if you see this chart, so this you should remember. So finding out method of resultant, how many methods are there? Total two methods are there. One is analytical, or it is called as mathematical, and another one is graphical method. So this graphical method is for practical. So this method is only for our introduction, triangle law of forces and polygon law of forces. So it is only for practical purpose. Analytical method, in that again two methods are there. Method of resolution is whatever we have seen, summation fx, summation fy. That is called method of resolution. So what is this parallelogram law of forces? It is applicable to two forces which will be very important, which will be concurrent as well as coplanar. So when we are going to use this parallelogram law of forces, that we will see. So before that, so this chart we should remember law of forces. There are mainly two methods. One is analytical, another one is graphical. Then parallelogram law of forces that we are going to see now, and method of resolution. Many more examples we have solved on this. Now if you will come to this, so a theory question may be asked in exam. Law of parallelogram of forces. State only statement of this parallelogram law of forces. What does it mean? So the law of parallelogram of forces states that if two forces acting on a body at a same point, very very important, at a same point to be represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides of parallelogram drawn from their resultant from a point, then their resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point. So this statement you should write in the words. So what does it tells? What does this statement tells? What does it tells? The statement tells something like, if there are two forces, what is the condition for the two forces? The two forces should be concurrent. What is meaning of concurrent? What does
Meeting at single point.
meet? That line of action of both the forces should meet at some time, at some point which will be common to both. That is the most important. One is concurrent and coplanar. It should be in coplanar. Their line of action should lies in single plane. That is coplanar. Means first thing, these two forces should be concurrent and coplanar, and that two forces are represented by adjacent side of parallelogram. Then their resultant is drawn. It is shown by the diagonal of that parallelogram. It is, if I will reduce this sentence in our words, we can see for easy understanding. If two forces are shown by adjacent side of parallelogram, then their resultant can be shown by diagonal. So here one word is there, diagonal. Resultant is shown by the diagonal. So what does it tells? So here this word is most important. Their resultant is shown by the diagonal. So how to identify? So this statement, if the theory question is asked, so state the law of parallelogram of forces. So this sentence you should write. If two forces acting on a body at the same time be represented in magnitude and direction by two adjacent sides of parallelogram drawn from a point, then their resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram drawn from the same point. So here one diagram is shown. Force P and Q is shown in first diagram. These are shown. If you will see in first stroke, you might feel that these are not concurrent. But if you will extend their line of actions, you may understand that these are meeting at some single point. That's why these are concurrent. Then in second diagram, what it is shown? So these two forces are represented by red color line. Are you observing red color line, which are adjacent side of parallelogram? Then by this black colored line, this parallelogram is completed, and one diagonal is drawn, which is showing something as a resultant, which shows as a resultant. Are you observing here like this?
Yes, sir.
So here the only sentence you have to remember: if two forces acting on a body at same time, then represented in magnitude and direction by adjacent sides. In Marathi I will tell now. जर दोन forces हे parallelogram चे adjacent side ने दाखवले, तर त्याचा resultant कसा find out केला जातो? By drawing its diagonal. त्याचा diagonal काढून त्याचा resultant दाखवला जातो. That is the statement for this law. So this statement you can remember. This statement you can remember for our theory question, law of parallelogram of forces. Okay, now, so here we have to derive now. Next one is very important. So we have to find the formula for, because it is an analytical method, we have to find formula for this parallelogram law of forces. So here derivation. So we have to calculate now, actually, we have to calculate now the formula for, so our method of resolution. So what is the formula for our method of resolution? What was the formula? Where number of forces are acting in a system. So what was the formula? R is equal to
Under root.
Summation of fx square.
Summation of fx square plus
Summation
summation
of
of
Fy square.
fy square. This was the formula. And what was the formula for theta? Theta is equal to
Summation
Tan
of
inverse.
tan
Summation
inverse
of
of
Fy.
Fy upon
Summation
fx.
Fy upon summation Fx.
summation fx. This was the formula for method of resolution. So whatever formula we have seen, it was there for method of resolution. Now similarly, we have to find formula for r and theta. this r and this theta in case of law of parallelogram of forces. So here very basic thing you have to remember when it is applicable. So it was a method of resolution. So now, so this law of parallelogram of forces, when it will be applicable? If I will ask this basic question, कधी applicable होईल? किती फोर्स पाहिजे तो सिस्टीम मध्ये? How many forces should be there? त्यावेळी हा लॉ अप्लिकेबल होईल.
Two
Two
forces.
forces.
Very good. First thing, there should be a two forces. First thing, there should be a two forces. Number one. So how many forces? There should be a two forces. Okay. Then how that forces should be? First I have asked how many? Two forces. But then how it should be?
Concurrent.
Concurrent and
Adjust.
Coplanar.
concurrent and
Coplanar.
concurrent and
Coplanar.
coplanar. Concurrent and coplanar. That forces should be concurrent and coplanar. For that case, this is applicable. Now let us consider now two forces. So let us consider two forces starting at one point. Maybe suppose this force, I will draw something like this, force P and another force Q. So here some another force Q, and these forces having angle between them as a theta. Angle between them as a theta. Okay, like this. Two forces are there which are making angle between them as a theta. So here angle between two forces we are taking theta. So two terms we have to remember here. And we are going to take one more term called as alpha in this. So resultant angle made by resultant we are going to take as alpha, and angle between forces we are going to take as a theta. So P and Q, two forces are acting on a body simultaneously, are represented by this arrow P and Q. Suppose now law of parallelogram of forces, what it tells, we have to draw one parallel line to, suppose at this point, suppose I will say point A. So here there is point B and here there is a point C, like this. Then what we have to do, from point B, one parallel line we have to draw to line AC, and from point C we have to draw parallel line to line AB. So it will come something like this. So that line will come something like this, and here we have to say it as a point D. Okay, so from this I will say line AC is parallel to BD and line AB is parallel to CD, like this. So what I have did, two forces I have shown, force P and Q, which are shown by adjacent side of parallelogram. Okay, P and Q, and angle between them is theta. So it is what we have did, we have completed the parallelogram here. Then their resultant, how we are finding the resultant in case of law of parallelogram of forces? What we have to do, we have to join its diagonal. We have to join its diagonal now. So if I will join this diagonal, so this will indicate my resultant. This will indicate my resultant, and the angle made by the resultant with one of the force, we are calling it as alpha. So here we are not calling it as a theta, here we are calling it as alpha. Now we have to derive a relation to find this R. So what the method I have told, in method of resolution, R is equal to summation fx square under root summation fx square plus summation fy square. So similarly we have to find here formula R. So what we have did, we have shown two forces P and Q as adjacent side of parallelogram. Okay, now to find the resultant R, what we have to construct, from point D we have to extend one line. Before that, force P we have to extend, force P something like this we have to extend in this way, and from point D what we have to do, one perpendicular we have to draw at point, suppose this point we will call it as a E, or point E. What I have did, I have drawn one perpendicular line from point D at point E. Now, which will be the right angle triangle here? So that we have to consider. Now, as a line, so we have to see one more thing here. As force Q is represented by line AC. What I am telling here, force Q is represented by line AC, and line AC and BD are parallel. So here also we can say this force is Q. म्हणजे मी लाइन AC Q हा फोर्स लाइन AC ने दाखवलेला आहे आणि लाइन BD ही AC ला पॅरलल आहे. That's why this BD line also representing line Q. Any problem? मी लाइन BD ला फोर्स Q म्हणू शकतो का इथं?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
AC and BD are parallel.
Yes,
AC
parallel.
and BD are parallel and equal, we can say. That's why I have asked what is property of parallelogram. Equal and opposite sides are parallel, we can say. So opposite sides are parallel and equal. So what will be the angle? If I will consider triangle BED. So what is this? What will be this angle? What will be this angle?
Alpha.
Alpha or theta?
Alpha.
Theta, sir.
Alpha or theta?
Theta.
Why theta?
Angle CAB is equal to DBE.
Very good. Because line AC and BD are parallel and these are intersecting to line horizontal line AE, we can say. So it will not become alpha. So whoever has given answer, it will not become alpha. It will become theta. Why? Because line AC and BD are parallel. बरोबर आहे का? कोणी सांगितलं होतं अल्फा? त्यांच्या लक्षात आलं
Yes,
का
sir.
बघा? Because line AC and BD are parallel. Okay, that's why this angle will become now theta. Now consider right angle the triangle BDE. Now consider right angle the triangle BDE. Right angle triangle BDE. In that, tell me what is value of cos theta. What is value of cos theta? BDE, right angle the triangle. What will be the value of cos theta?
B upon DB.
Q.
B upon BD.
BD.
Okay, B upon
BD.
B upon BD. Okay, then from this we have to calculate value of BE. So from this we have what will become BE?
Cos theta into BD.
BD into cos theta.
BD cos theta.
Q cos
But
theta.
what is the value of BD? By which force we have shown BD?
Q.
Q.
Q. Q.
Q.
cos
So
theta.
Q. So it will become Q cos theta. It will become Q cos theta. Here I will write equation number 1. Similarly, in triangle BDE, what will be the value of sin theta? What will be the value of sin theta?
D upon
A
BD.
upon BD.
D upon
BD.
BD.
D upon BD. So from this, what will be the value of DE?
Q
Q
sin
sin theta.
Sin theta.
So it will become Q
Q sin theta.
Q sin
Sin
theta. So this will be the equation number 2. Now, so small right angle the triangle we have considered now. What is our aim? What we want to calculate in this?
Resultant.
R.
We
R.
want to calculate resultant R. Keep in mind, we want to calculate resultant R. So which triangle, right angle triangle we should consider now to calculate R?
ADE.
AED.
AED.
Either ADE or AED. No issue
AED,
because
sir.
so which triangle we have to consider to calculate R? ADE, triangle
ADE.
ADE. Shall I consider here triangle ADE?
झोपायली.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
ADE. So triangle ADE. Now, so what is its diagonal? AD is represented by what AD indicates in this triangle?
Diagonal.
Diagonal.
Resultant.
Diagonal. In turn we can say resultant. It is representing diagonal. In turn it is resultant. If I apply here Pythagoras theorem, so what it will become?
A square plus D square is equal to AD square.
AD square
Very good. AD square is equal to
Is equal to
AE
A
square
square plus
plus
D
ED
square.
square.
A square plus
ED square.
D square.
D, or we can say ED, whatever. ED square, whatever. So AD is with us. What is the value of AE? What is value of AE in this?
B plus AB.
AB plus or BE plus AB. So you can give now here attention. AD is representing R. So I will write here R square is equal to what is value of AE? AB plus BE.
AB plus
Sir, P plus B केलं तर
चालते की for your understanding I am writing here AB plus BE. AB plus BE.
Okay, sir.
A plus DE square. Okay. So here what it will become? R square is equal to again. R square is equal to AB. What is value of AB? AB is representing which force?
P.
P.
P plus
P.
BE. BE ची value आपण calculate केली बघा. Equation
Q
number
Q
1.
cos theta.
Q cos theta.
Q cos theta square plus what is value of DE?
Q sin theta.
Q sin theta.
Q sin theta. Q sin theta. So here I will write now at the top now. Okay. So this we have to expand now, nothing else. We have to expand here. R square is equal to,
Sir.
Square ना?
Sir
Q
square.
sorry, square is remained square. Okay, so here I will write now. R square is equal to now A plus B square bracket
C
square
square. B square plus
P
Square
square plus
P square plus
plus
2P
2PQ cos theta.
cos theta.
cos theta
2PQ cos theta
plus
Cos square
Cos
theta.
square theta. Cos Q.
Cos square theta.
cos
cos
square theta.
square theta
Q square cos square
Cos
theta.
square theta.
cos square theta plus
Q square sin
Sin
square
square
theta.
Square sin square theta.
Q square sin square
Sin square theta.
Q square sin square theta. Okay. So now what it will become now? So last two terms, if you will see carefully, last two terms.
Q square common.
Square common काढून.
Sin square plus cos square is equal to 1.
Very good. So it will become,
Q square cos square theta. ते येते 1 येते.
it will become 1.
Q square.
So shall I write here directly Q square? का तुमच्या
Yes,
लक्षात?
Yes,
yes
sir.
sir
Any problem? If I will write,
No sir.
No,
no
sir.
No sir.
so why I have written, so that I will write here. Why I have written? So
Sin
sin
square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1.
cos square theta is equal to 1. Those who have not understanding, for them I will write here. So what will be the value of R? What we want to find? Value of
R.
R.
P plus Q. P plus Q.
P plus Q.
Under root.
Under root
Under
P
root-
square plus
Under root P
Under root P square plus Q square plus
square
2PQ cos theta.
What it will become?
P plus Q.
Under root P square
P plus Q.
and no sir, under root P square
P
plus
square
2PQ
plus
cos
Q
theta
square.
plus Q square.
P square plus 2PQ
2PQ cos theta
cos theta
plus Q square.
plus Q square. Like this. So here this will become resultant of this parallelogram law of forces. This will be our formula. So whatever formula we have applied in case of method of resolution, whatever formula R is equal to under root summation fx square plus summation fy square. Similar formula for this law of parallelogram of forces. This will be the formula. And what is condition? How to identify? The problem will fall under this case. How we have to identify? Because how many forces will be given in that case?
Two.
Two forces. Two forces. And what is condition? That will be concurrent and coplanar. What?
Concurrent and coplanar.
Coplanar. What additional thing is required to calculate R?
Theta.
So
Cos theta.
cos theta
instead of cos
Angle.
theta, we can say angle between that forces.
angle between two
Two forces is required. Angle between that two forces is also required to calculate this. Means two forces will be given and angle between them is also given. Then in that case we can calculate. Resultant R. Now to find alpha, we can say alpha is, so in initial only, so here I have told what is theta and what is alpha. So in method of resolution we were taking theta as a theta angle for angle made by resultant, but here in this case alpha we are considered as an angle made by resultant. This difference you should remember, theta and alpha. So in this case, what is theta? If I will ask, what should be your answer? If we will ask what is theta here?
Angle between two forces.
Very good.
Angle
It is
between two forces.
angle between two forces. Angle between two forces is a theta here. So whatever examples we have solved earlier, that theta was an angle made by resultant. हा डिफरन्स लक्षात ठेवा. इथं थीटा हा दोन फोर्स मधला अँगल आपण घेतोय. अगोदरच्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये आपण त्याला अँगल रिझल्टंट ने केलेला अँगल म्हणत होतो. So here alpha is an angle made by resultant. How to find that resultant? Angle made by resultant. So how we can find? Just check. So again, which we have to consider to find the alpha? Alpha. How we can find here alpha? Again,
Triangle ADE.
ADE.
once again, to find alpha, I will write here. To find alpha, consider which right angle triangle we will consider here. Consider
AED.
ADE.
either AD or ADE, whatever. So tan alpha, tell me what will be the tan alpha? Tan alpha is equal to
AD upon AE.
what will be the what is for
A.
D
Opposite upon
D
adjacent
upon
side.
E.
AD upon E.
opposite upon
Adjacent.
adjacent. Tan alpha we are going to apply. So what is DE? What is the value of DE? Have you calculated DE value?
Yes, sir. Q sin theta.
Q sin theta.
Q sin theta, equation number 2. Q sin theta. Q sin
upon
theta
P plus Q cos theta.
divided by AE. So AE will become
Q
AB
cos
plus
theta.
BE.
P plus Q cos theta.
So it will become, so if you are not understanding, one step ahead we will go. AB plus
B.
BE.
B.
Okay, what is value of this? Q sin theta
Sin theta.
divided by value of AB is P.
P plus
P.
Q.
P plus
P.
what value of BE? Equation
Q
number
cos
1.
Q cos theta.
Q cos theta. So this will be the value. So here so you can note down this formula here. Tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta. Q sin theta divided by P plus
Plus Q cos theta.
P plus Q cos theta. So this will be the formula you can note down, because this formula is required to solve the further problems. So value of R. So it may be asked in the exam. Derive the formula for resultant, to find the resultant and direction of the resultant in case of law of parallelogram of force. It is very simple. It is very simple to find the formula. So have you understood this? How we can find law of parallelogram of forces?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
5 to 6 mark question will be asked in exam. So derive the formula. Only P and Q forces we have. In short, now I will revise this. So what we have considered: force P, force Q, which are represented by adjacent side of parallelogram. Okay, line AB and line AC. So what we have did, from point P we have drawn parallel line to AC. Then from point C we have drawn line CD, which is parallel to line AB. So we have completed parallelogram ABCD. Then we have joined the diagonal AD, which is representing resultant. Okay. Then to go for the derivation, we have drawn one perpendicular line from point D on line AB. We have completed triangle. We have completed triangle. We have completed triangle ABE. Sorry, DBE. Then we have applied cos theta, sin theta. We found two equations. Then we have considered, because our aim is to calculate R. So we have considered a triangle ADE, in which we applied Pythagoras theorem. Then we have applied the terms, and finally by applying trigonometry, sin square theta is equal to cos square theta, sorry, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Finally, we came to a conclusion r is equal to under root p square plus 2p cube cos theta plus q square. And then how we have found alpha? We have applied and tan alpha is equal to. So have you noted down these two formulas? R and theta, sorry, R and alpha.
Yes, sir.
Shall we solve problem on this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So what is necessary to apply parallelogram law of forces? There should be two forces. This law is applicable to two forces, okay, in which that forces can be represented by adjacent side of parallelogram, and angle should be given. If you want to find the resultant R, then angle between the two forces should be given. And one most important thing is what? That forces should be concurrent and coplanar. Because if that forces are not concurrent, then we cannot show that two forces by adjacent side of parallelogram. If that forces are not concurrent, this thing is also we should remember. Okay. So shall we go next? Shall I erase this? Okay, take
Yes,
screenshot
sir.
for your
Yes, sir.
information. First problem for this, note down this now. Very simple problem. Find the resultant. So find the resultant between two forces of 100 Newton and 150 Newton, which are acting at a point simultaneously if angle between them is 45 degree. So how to judge this particular problem falls under law of parallelogram of forces?
Because there are two forces are given.
Okay, very good. First condition, there are two forces. Then what is given again?
Angle between them.
Angle between is them also is given. Very good. Again, 2 points are correct. Again, by from which one?
Acting at a point.
Single point.
At a single point. No. याच्यावरून काय कळतंय? What do you understand from this? At a single point and simultaneously
Concurrent. Concurrent.
and coplanar.
concurrent and coplanar. Very good. Means our conditions are satisfying. Very good. Very nice. So you can continue. So whatever diagram is there, no, that diagram is for our information. So actually it may not be given in a problem, in problem statement. जी diagram दाखवलेली आहे, for understanding of our purpose I have drawn there. Sometimes it may not be shown. Only the statement in words is given, indicating the or described. येते का लक्षात? फक्त स्टेटमेंट दिलेलं असू शकतं, ही डायग्राम दिलेली नसेल ही कदाचित. So what is given in this now? So given, what is given? Suppose for P force, horizontal force, I will say as a 150 Newton. Then another force, suppose I will say Q as a 100. And what is next? Theta is given. Theta is equal to
45 degree.
45 degree. So this is given. What we want to find? To find what we are supposed to find?
Resultant.
Resultant.
R is equal to how much?
Yeah, so एक मिनिट हा.
And angle made by resultant, no? Is it necessary to find or it is not asked? Just check.
Not asked, sir.
Not asked.
Huh?
Not asked, sir.
Okay, not asked. No worry, not necessary. Only resultant is asked with the initial problem. So what is applying law of parallelogram of forces? So here we can write. Let's consider these two forces indicate adjacent side of parallelogram. So here we can have a sentence applying law of parallelogram of forces. Law of parallelogram of forces. Parallelogram of forces. So what is formula? What is formula?
Under root. Under root p square plus 2pq cos theta
2pq
plus
cos
q
theta
square
plus
q square.
q square. So whether these two forces are with you, so Will you calculate? Calculate. What is value of P? 150 square plus 2 into 150 into what is value of Q? 100. Then what is value of cos theta? What is theta?
Cos 45.
Cos 45 plus what is value of Q square? What is value of Q? 100.
100 square.
100 square. So R. Everything is with you. So will you calculate now?
$231.6.
Huh?
काय माहित नाही किती आहे.
Have anybody got answer?
231.76.
200 and
31.
270.
231.76.
Any other answer? Any other answer?
No.
कोणाचं वेगळं आलंय का काय? Suppose actually it is not asked, is it possible to find out alpha also, angle made by resultant? Somebody's voice is coming. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
So if it is not asked, still you can find. Suppose you can write here sentence to find angle made by resultant. To find here, not asked, but for our information we can find. To find angle made by resultant, you can find. Tell me. Made by R, I will say. What is formula we have found out? Tan alpha is equal to
Q sin theta.
Q
Theta divided by P plus Q sin theta. Cos theta.
P plus
E plus
Q cos theta.
Q cos theta. So Q is with you 100 into sine
45.
Sine 45. So 70 point. Just check.
Alpha is 17.74 degree.
P is 150 plus cos 45. Huh?
17.474.
Okay, I will check. 0.32 येते का इथं?
Yes, sir.
0.32. So alpha is equal to tan inverse. Just we have to take tan inverse of
17.474.
17.74 degree is the correct answer. Not asked in this first problem, but still, if you are knowing, you can. So any problem?
No, sir.
No. Have you noted down this? Very simple. So first we have to check. Very simple. This
Yes, sir.
particular bit is very simple. Only formula you have to remember, nothing else. Shall we go next?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Have you noted down both the answers? One is only asked, but we have found two here. No issue. Shall we go next?
Yes, sir.
Next now. What it is asked? Just check. Find the angle. Find the angle between two forces of magnitude 120 Newton each, such that their resultant is 60 Newton. Also find the direction of resultant. What is given here? So that
Forces.
two forces are given. Okay, then
Resultant.
Resultant is given also. So you can see here. So given. So I will say force P equal to Q equal to how much?
120 Newton.
120 Newton. What is the value of R is given?
60 Newton.
60 Newton.
60 Newton. Okay. Again, what we are supposed to find?
Theta.
Angle between.
To find
Angle between
Theta.
two forces.
angle between two forces, and whether
Oh,
we are going to find direction of resultant also.
Berber.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alpha.
Theta.
Alpha and theta. So our regular method. So what is our regular method? Law of parallelogram of forces. What it tells? R is equal to. What is the formula? P square
P
Under root
plus.
plus
I will write here
2
Q
cos
square
theta.
plus 2PQ cos theta.
2PQ
Same. One
cos
and the
theta.
same. No issue. Cos theta. So which things are known from this?
PQR.
PQ and R is known. So what we can calculate from this? So if I will make square from both sides, so what will be the R square is equal to?
Sir, Q square
P
and
square
P square plus Q square
plus Q
plus
square plus
2PQ.
2PQ
हे
cos
असंच आहे
theta.
ना सेम होणार दिसत
sir,
हा
2PQ cos theta plus Q square.
नाही मी
हे
क्यू
R is
स्क्वेअर
equal
टर्म
to-
अगोदर लिहिली हो
चालते सर.
काय नसते सेम अगोदर लिहिली पीच्या अगोदर लगेचच
Okay.
नो इश्यू हा सो व्हॉट इट विल बिकम पी स्क्वेअर तुमच्या ह्याच्यात लिहितो 2PQ
Plus Q
cos theta plus Q square. Calculate now. R square, what is value? R is given 60 square equal to what is value of P? 120 square plus 2 into 120 into 120. So I will write again 120 into 120 cos theta plus 120 square. So calculate now this. So how it will become? So if this term so 2 into 120 into 120 cos theta 2 into 120 into 120 this term I will take at one side. ही टर्म मी काय करतो एका साइडला घेतो तर काय होईल किती येते बघा बरं. So if I will write in this way 36 तर मी काय करतो आहे 60 square सोप्या भाषेत 120 square minus 120 square equal to so 2800 cos theta इकडची व्हॅल्यू किती येते बघा 60 square minus 120 square minus 120 square. It is coming something minus 25200 equal to 28800 cos theta. So what will be the value of cos theta? Cos theta is equal to minus 25200 divided by 28800. So it will become, just check, divided by 28800.
0.875.
Very good. Minus or plus?
Minus
Minus
875.
0.875. So calculate now.
5.
Cos.
$28.95.
28. Theta is equal to cos inverse of minus.
28.95.
तुम प्लस घेऊन काढताय का मायनस
Plus घेऊन.
प्लस का थीटा मायनस cos theta value is negative no minus 0.875
151.04.
Correct.
51.0.
1.04.
Very good. This is the value of theta. This is the value of theta. Similarly, calculate first 1 minute is remained alpha. Calculate value of alpha. Put this value in the formula. Alpha is coming 75.51. Alpha is coming 75.51 degree. Like this. Value of theta is with you. Formula, what is the formula for tan alpha? That we are knowing.
Q sin theta.
Tan alpha is equal to
Q sin theta.
Q sin
Divided
theta
by
upon
P
P
plus
plus
Q
Q
cos
sin
theta.
Q sin theta P plus
Q
Q
cos
Q cos
theta.
theta.
Q cos theta. Apply this formula and find. You will get answer. Alpha is equal to 75.51. Apply this and you will get this answer. Shall we stop here? Shall I give one homework problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please note down this, then I will give one homework if you want. Have you noted down these answers, theta and alpha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this is second problem, no? From our parallelogram of log
Yes.
forces. Second, now
Yes,
third.
sir.
Third, you can note down this. Two forces of magnitude 12 Newton and 9 Newton are acting at a point. Their resultant is 15 Newton. Find the angle between the forces and also find the angle between resultant and one of the force, means theta and alpha.
Alpha.
Same problem. PQ and R is given. Shall I tell answers or tomorrow you are going to tell me answer?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
tomorrow we will tell you.
Okay, no problem. Tomorrow you can tell. But for your information, if you need answer, I will tell.
No, sir.
Okay, you calculate. We will see your accuracy. Problem number 3 is given for homework. From tomorrow we will start. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you very much. We will stop now.